Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Stamp and Chat Live. I am Gina from Gina K Designs, and it's great to see all of you coming in from all over the U.S. and all around the world. Tonight, we're going to have a little bit of fun with silhouette stamps. Tonight, I wanted to let you guys know that we're going to have a special bundle deal, and one of the things that I thought is if we're going to have a special bundle deal, I might as well make some cards using those stamps because that gives you guys ideas. So I will let you know that it's the Luck and Love bundle. Now, a lot of you may have this already because this was part of our January kit. So before you rush off to get it, make sure that you didn't already get our January kit. The stamp set and die set is called Luck and Love. And that's going to be a $20 bundle tonight. I know, one of those crazy sales that we're having. But I thought it would be a really fun stamp set to create with tonight because I'm really in the mood for some silhouette stamping and ink blending and some of those things. So before we get started, let's say hello to Tom.
Hey, crafters.
How are you?
Doing okay.
Good, good. What's going on in your world over in the dead space?
It was in the 80s today.
I know.
In Wisconsin, so some of the snow will melt.
Yeah, right. I know. What happened to spring? We had like winter, then we had like one day of spring, and then now we're into the heat of summer. I did a little video beforehand and I was looking, I was so shiny and gross. Sorry about that. I was really sweating. So, oh man. Well, so did you get any bike riding in yet, Tom?
No.
No?
Just in the basement.
Oh, just riding in the basement?
Yeah.
Well, you had to drive all the way to Madison today for a dentist appointment. The crack of dawn.
Yeah, great dentist in Madison. For a long time, we've had Angie.
Yeah, Dr. Angie. We love her. We drive an hour and a half each way to see our dentist. You know how that is. You get hooked on your doctors and dentists. You don't want to leave them. So, yeah. She's great. All right, everybody. Well, it is awesome to see you all coming in. We're going to have a fun night tonight. So let me start. There was something I wanted to tell you guys, but I'll think of it as we go. So let me show you the stamp set that we're going to use tonight. This is the Love and Luck stamp set here. So this stamp set is actually, of course, it's got some clovers in there for luck, but I was talking to Kathy today, our manager, and she was like, to me, these look like they could easily be flowers or wildflowers. You could actually put like little sequins in the center and create them, you know, into little flowers. But I think they look great for silhouettes. Thank you. Yes, I did my own nails. These aren't like high-tech nails. These are just easy nails, but they're working. So it's a little bit better than my regular ragged nails. So thank you so much. I'm trying not to be too bold, but you know, this is my little French manicure. So this is the stamp set we're going to use, and look at the size of the die set. This die set is huge. And so we do have a little bundle special on these. $20, you get the stamp set and the die set. And it's because we've got a lot of overstock on this one. And we definitely need to make room because we've got a lot of fun things coming in for this summer. So we're making a little bit of shelf room. As you guys know, we've had a few bundles just cleaning things out. So I know, right? Look out, Kathy Z. Well, actually, this is all Kathy Z. Kathy Z turned me on to her Olive and June company that she likes. I started using their cuticle stuff and then started using their hand cream. So hopefully my hands look like I'm 26. Not, but you know, better than horrible. And that's the standard around here. All right. So the first card that I want to make, I was told not to make. So I'm a rebel and I'm going to make it anyway. I wanted to use this sunshine stencil, and I was told by my warehouse manager that we do not have this stencil in stock right now, but I also saw it on the order sheet, so I know it's coming in really soon. So I'm going to use it anyway. I know tons of you have this stencil. If you don't have this stencil, you probably have a sunshine type of stencil from another company. You know, I mean, right? And you've also seen my do-it-yourself sun rays. So there's lots of ways that you can make this card, even if you don't have this stencil. So I'm going to start with a piece of cardstock that's 4 by 5 1/4. It might even be bigger than that. This might be, let's take a look here. Oh yeah, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this is just a quarter sheet of cardstock. I'm going to cut it down once I'm done with my design. I want to cut it down using master layouts, but this is a great size to start with. So I'm going to have the sun down just a little bit. And let's see here. I'm going to just put a little piece of washi tape back here. Okay, a lot of people are asking me too about our next release. So let me fill you in on what's happening with that. So we have a reissue of the kit that was available last month. So I don't have a new kit for you, but I am going to use the old kit and do a bunch of new cards with it, since a lot of you couldn't get it, but a lot of you already have it. So we're definitely going to do more of that. And then our illustrators have some absolutely amazing stamp sets coming out this month. I'm so excited about it. And then we have something brand new coming that we've never had at Gina K Designs. So I'm excited to share that with you as well. Okay, so I'm going to start with a little bit of ink blending. Look how filthy my stencil is. I need to clean it. The color that I'm going to use is Sweet Corn, but you can use Wild Dandelion for this. You can also use Lemon Drop if you want. If you really want a deeper sun, you could use Honey Mustard or Prickly Pear. And I'm going to start by kind of creating a white space in the center by going a little bit heavy around the outside of this circle here. So here we go. I'm going to try to definitely get more than one card done tonight. Oh, I know what else I wanted to tell you guys. If you're waiting for the cards that you won, I have a whole pile of them sitting on my desk that I have not been able to get to. I plan on doing that tomorrow and getting all of those cards out. So if you've been waiting, I definitely, for the last couple of weeks, I try to get them out like once a month. So they are going out. So I'm sorry if I made you wait, but I promise they're going to go out. Okay. So you can see now I'm going heavier close to the sun, and then I'm going a little lighter as I go out with the rays. And tonight, I think I might just stick with the yellow. I'm going to make just a black and yellow card. Sometimes I add a little bit of orange in there, and that's kind of fun to do. But I think I'm going to stick just with black and yellow today. Okay, so yeah, Sweet Corn is an awesome color. So let's pull that off, and you can see what that looks like. Very bright and sunny. Yes, that die set is huge. You got it in the January kit, but you only have 4 dies with this set. You should have gotten all the dies. I'm not sure if it was the January kit. If you have the stamp set, you definitely got all the dies. They were mixed up on 2 boards, I believe. So just look around. Make sure, keep looking around, because it was a big die set. It was 2 huge die sets with that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, and it might have been like a big board and a small board. So maybe you're just finding the small board and the big board is sitting somewhere else. Okay, so now my next thing that I want to do is I want to stamp some clovers on here. So I want this to kind of look like wildflowers. I am so into wildflowers, guys, and I am so into silhouette stamps, and I know that you know that. I just love them so much. They are just so much fun to work with. Okay. So, all right, let's see now. So I'm going to use this one. Now, this was meant to kind of be like a clover branch that came in from the side. And we could do that. What if we do that? kind of like a branch that comes in the side. We'll do like one high up, and then maybe we'll do one coming in a little bit lower. I think that would be really pretty. And then I'll show you another version of the stamp set of this card that I made, because I was playing with this for another reason. And I made a card and I thought, oh, that would be fun to make tonight. So, but this one will be a little bit different. Okay. It is great to see all of you. First, welcome all our first timers. Yes, Cindy, thank you. So I'm going to use some black onyx ink for this. I want to get it nice and inky here. And then I'm going to stamp that. I'm going to use my Chucky tool. Get a little pressure there. Okay. Now I'm going to give it, isn't that pretty? Oh, I love that. I'm going to give that one more coat. Okay, let's get that, because it looked like it missed up there. I didn't put any pressure on that. See how that looks. Okay, so I'm going to move this because I think it's raising up my area right there. So I saw in our Facebook group that there was a group of ladies that met in our group, and they actually got together and did like a little stamping event together. I thought that was just the sweetest thing. Wish I could have been there. It looked like so much fun. That's one thing I really like about our group, is how everybody is like becoming friends with each other and like friends outside of Facebook, which is awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to turn my Misty this way, and let's see here. I might bring just a few in on the other side. Okay. Should I do that? Should I bring a few in on the other side, or do you just like the single branch coming in? Because we could do like, because I'm going to cut this. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to cut this out using Master Layouts 2. So it's going to be quite a bit smaller. So, and I'm going to go a little higher up. So I probably cut it like right about there. So you think that's enough? That might just be enough. This might be just a very simple card. Let's do this. We'll just leave it there like that. The Chucky tool, you want to see the Chucky tool up close? Okay, it's a curtain finial. And then there's some kind of little pad that Chuck put on here. And then it's a furniture protector pad, just glued together. Isn't that fun? Yes, we are working on ours. I know you guys are excited about that. And I have a lot to tell you about it too. Okay, single is enough. Everybody agrees. That's good. All right, so let's get the die cutting machine and we'll cut this out. And then we'll put a little greeting on it and we'll make it a single little branch card. It'll be just perfect. It does kind of remind me of dogwood too. I saw that comment. That is so true. It does look like dogwood coming in. All right, so I'm going to like bring it up a little bit and cut a little bit of that sun off at the bottom. Like that. Okay. I might leave it in there because we're gonna put a sunshiny greeting on here. Okay. And then I'm gonna cut that. Oh goodness. It's fun, you know. Oh my goodness. You guys know that I am a very clean and simple stamper. I know that there are card makers out there that do a lot with their cards. I'm just very clean and simple. I like simple cards. I also like the other kinds of cards too, and I've done some, but I really love just a clean and simple look. So that's what you're going to get tonight, a few clean and simple cards using this, this stamp set. But you can never go wrong. You can never have enough silhouette stamps, that's for sure. So I'm going to cut this out. I have it on an angle, a little black panel. Surprise, surprise. Yes, I love Chuck Meadows so much. He's a brilliant guy. He really is. Okay, and then these two panels will layer together. And I was thinking even though this is sweet corn, I was thinking that wild dandelion would still look really good up against those colors, because there's probably wild dandelion left on my brush and I didn't really clean it before I started. So it's got some wild dandelion in there. So I'm going to get a piece. I have a piece right here. Okay. See, I think that looks just fine together, don't you guys? And it's so bright and so cheerful. So, what was that question there? I'm missing the questions. I think I missed it. Okay. I'm wondering, how do you go about getting the stamp and die up to $20? Okay. So what you do is you go to our website and you click on shop, and then you click on weekly deal of the week, and it should be in there. Sammy said she put it in there before she left for work today, so I think it's in there. If it's not in there, we'll get it up there after the live. So that's how you would do it. And if you're new to Gina K Designs and you want to, share your cards in our group, so you're looking to get some Gina K stamps, this is a great way to do it whenever we have a bundle deal, because it's got great greetings in it. So even if you're like, I don't know, I'm not a big silhouette stamper, maybe once in a while, but it's got so many amazing greetings. It's got wishing you best of luck, a speedy recovery, love and happiness, a happy birthday, all the good things, and luck and love, which is great because you can use these with your other stamps, and they're nice, big, bold greetings. So they, I'm always looking for nice, big greetings for my cards. And that being said, I'm going to use a totally different greeting on this. I want to do something a little small on here. So let's see what we can do. Yes, sweet corn cardstock is no longer available. There was a different mill in Wisconsin that used to make that for us, and they are not making it anymore. Something about a pigment they couldn't get, so we just discontinued it because we had a couple other yellows in our collection. All right, so let's back up a little bit here again. Great to see everybody. Welcome. Okay, so now what I think I want to do is, I don't know if you guys ever saw this tiny little stamp set called Sunshine, but it has a coordinating die that you can cut the word sun or shine, and then you can also stamp sun or shine. But I really like this little tiny greeting here that says, "You're sensational." So I think I'm going to use that. Just a little "You're sensational," and I'll just put it right here. And sometimes I love the big greeting, the big die cut greeting, but other times I like that little understated greeting. Now, I've showed you this tip a million times. I'm going to show it to you one more time here. Especially if you're new, you may not have seen it before. I've been doing this for many years. I think it's a great tip. So I like to take the acetate sheet off of my stamp set. Sometimes the stamps come with it. And if you're not 100% sure if you like where you're placing the greeting or if the greeting looks straight, you can put your acetate sheet right onto your card like that. So now the acetate is protecting. You can't really get to the card itself. And then I'm going to ink this up and I'm going to stamp it on the acetate just to see if I like how it looks. Now, it's not very bright and crisp, but it does let me know. I can look down over it and say, yep, that looks straight. And I like where it's positioned on the card. So now I can just clean that off my acetate sheet with my tidy towel. And now I know it's in a good spot. So I am going to stamp it there. So I hope that little tip helps maybe somebody brand new out there. And you already have the acetate because just use your stamp set. Okay. Isn't that so cute? You're sensational. I love that. And I did this one earlier to make it look more like Wildflowers. So that's two different ways that you can use this same stamp. but I really like kind of that branchy look. Yeah. So 2 different ways to use it. And if you're going to do it this way, you could see like they look maybe like 2 different stamps because I turned one this way and I stamped more of it, like more of this part down here a little bit. And then this one, I turned it this way. So even though, you know, if you took a lot of time and looked at it really closely, you'd be like, okay, that's the same stamp. But just having them angled gives them a little bit of a different look. All right, so I'll probably give both of these away tonight. Okay. Oh boy, that'd be confusing. I'll have to name them something different. Okay, so let's do another card because boy, it's so early. Got plenty of time here. All right. So I have another piece of cardstock here. And once again, I'm going to cut this one out. No, Judy, the word of the day is still under wraps. But Tom said he has one. I don't know what he's going to use, but he has one. They all come for the word of the day, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
You got something planned?
I think so.
Shall we do the word of the day now? Let's do the word of the day. In the meantime, I'm going to cut this out with Master Layouts 2 once again. I'm going to use the stitched one. Okay. So what do you think, Tom?
Okay, so the word of the day today is actually one of your words.
One of my words?
One of your word combinations, yes.
Oh,
So,
no. Uh-oh.
One time I came into Gina's craft room, that one time, and she had like 4 unfinished projects, just like, you know, lying about. And I asked her, what's all this about? And she said, she's practicing partial arts.
Yes, I did say that.
When you never seem to finish your craft projects, you're practicing partial arts.
All right, word of the day. Okay, everybody in this live right now practices partial arts. I'm telling you. Oh, my goodness. So the kit of the month, you're looking for the kit. So the kit has been sold out. That sold out actually on release day last month. We have a reissue of it coming. And then once that is done, then in June, we have a brand new kit coming out. Thank goodness. I'm so excited about the brand new one too. So all you have to do is watch the live and you can shop on release night. Normally our kits last. They don't sell out overnight like that. That particular kit was a little bit crazy. But I'll tell you right now, we're also going to be probably a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks after our release. All of the paper packs, extra paper packs should be arriving, and we're going to be able to sell our pattern paper packs separately, and we're going to be able to sell the ephemera separately. So if you're looking for more of that, that will be available as well. Thank you for that, my great word of the day. I love it. Partial arts. Okay, so I've got some masking magic here, and I love masking magic. You guys know I love it. I'm going to cut this down to some 1/4 inch strips. And the way I do that is I just line it up to one of the lines on my paper cutter. I got it here at the 3.5 inch line. And I'm just going to trim off anything there that isn't even. And then I'm just going to go down by 1/4 inch increments and just cut some 1/4 inch strips. I need 4 of them. But if you haven't tried masking magic, it is thebomb.com. Oh my God, did I really say that? People unfollowing me right now after hearing that. Oh my goodness. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape off the edges of this. Yes, Sue, there will be a brand new incentive set, and it is adorable. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Wait till you see it. You're going to love it. Our incentive sets, if you're new to Gina K Designs, if you place an order of $75 or more, you get a free stamp set, and it is usually a really good stamp set. They're 4x4s, so there are mini stamp sets, but they are really good. Okay, so I'm going to tape off these edges here. Boy, I really cut these close. That's because I was using scraps. Okay, that's good. That'll work. All right. I'm going to do all 4. Normally it wouldn't take this long, but my goodness. You're struggling with the release. Okay, so this, I happen to get lucky here because there is a split down the center. And if you find the split, then it's very easy to peel off the release paper. But if you have one that doesn't have the split, I'm going to flip this around so it's closer to me. If you have one that doesn't have the split, then let me show you what I do. And it's a little harder with my nails done this way, but it's not bad. Is that not big enough? I don't know why I didn't cut bigger pieces. I just want to struggle because it's live. Makes me feel rugged when I struggle in the wild here. Okay, so let's zoom in just a little bit. Yes, that is the subtotal, not after taxes, or if you're international, there's some shipping and stuff. It's your actual total. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to bend the corner, hold it so that you can read the Masking Magic liner, and you're going to bend the corner in like that, and then take your nail, or if you don't have a nail, you can take like a craft pick or something and just scrape it and it will come right apart. So that's what I do. You have to kind of do the fold over. That really helps. But it doesn't seem to work for me if I do it like toward the front. So if I try to do it this way toward the front, I can't get it apart. But if I hold it with the back liner showing and then I fold it over and then I scrape it at the corner there, it'll come right apart. And it's harder to do with these nails because these nails are a little thicker than real nails, than my real thin nails. That's one of the benefits to having nails that are like thinner than a razor blade. You can really peel your Masking Magic apart. Okay, so I'm going to do this little trick here that I love doing when I ink blend. And I also have some Post-it notes here because I'm worried about getting it on the edge. Now, normally I wouldn't worry about getting it on the edge, but I don't want to get it on the edge because I've already cut this out with a fancy die. If I hadn't already cut it out with a fancy die, then I wouldn't worry about it. These are big Post-it notes, but if you have little Post-it notes, it can work better. And you don't have to throw away the Post-it notes. You can reuse them. So if you want to make several cards, just replace the Post-it notes again, and it's fine. So it looks like I'm wasting a lot of Post-it notes, but I don't waste them. I keep using them. But that just protects the edges if the Masking Magic didn't quite go to the edge. Okay, this is like surgery. It's draped for surgery. Okay, so what colors should we do? Let's do some pretty blues and greens for this. Should we do some turquoise? Let's do turquoise C. I want to do a bright green though. You know what? I have a newer turquoise C ink pad over here, and I'm going to use that one. Here it is. And I'm going to use Lucky Clover because it's a much more vibrant green. So let's do those two colors. So we'll start with the turquoise C. And now, did you guys know, how many of you guys know that our ink is water reactive? Did Did you guys know that? It's really water reactive. It's very pretty too when you use water. Oh no, I'm sorry you're recovering from... Oh, I'm glad you're recovering, Beth. That's better than not recovering, right? But I'm sorry you just had surgery. That's no fun to think about being draped for surgery. You did not know that? Okay, so a lot of you knew they were water reactive, but some of you didn't, and they are water reactive. So we're going to spritz this with water just to give it a little texture, but I'm just using Gina K Designs regular cardstock here. So I'm not using watercolor paper, so hopefully it'll work. I think it should work. But if it doesn't work, we'll just have wet paper, and we will carry on. We will trudge forward. So now I'm going to use some Lucky Clover here. And I've got a green blending brush. So water reactive means that it reacts in some way to water. So you can do things with water reactive ink, like you can spritz it and it leaves really pretty texture behind. You can use it with a water brush and paint with it. You know, anything that you would do with like a watercolor, you can try doing with the ink. Now, not everything works because we do have a smoothing agent in our ink. So that just changes the formula a little bit. But for those cool water reactive spray techniques, it works pretty well. That's right. It's still going to be better than horrible if it's a fail. Thank you. I appreciate that. That confidence. All right, we're going to go back and add more turquoise into this. You guys have you went from having the furnace on to the AC? Yeah, same here. Same here. I was freezing the other night, had the heat on, and today I'm at work saying, oh my gosh, can we please put the air on? I'm just sweating. So we put the air on. We have to put the air on. We have paper. We can't let things warp. And I'm just kind of coloring over some of the green too, because I want to get some of that that blue-green mix. All right, that looks pretty good. This is a little light over here. Okay, a little darker in there. Okay, so now we're going to use some water, and we're going to create a little water reactive stuff here. Okay, let me get this out of the way. So I like to use the Tim Holtz Distress Sprayer. I did find this one. Actually, I think it was Rena's. I think she left it at my house. I think she brought it for something else that she was working on, like she was spraying her hair when she was curling it or something. And she needed a little water in a bottle, because you can see mine that I've had forever and ever is a little yellowed. And the water looks a little yellow in it, but it's not. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just old plastic because I had it since these came out. So I stole Rena's brand new one. Now, if you do a full spray on this distress sprayer, you get a fine mist. If you do kind of a half spray, you get a more gloppy spray where it has more drips in it. So whichever look you're going for, you know, both look great. So I'm going to do a little of both. I'm going to do just a spray, and then I'm going to do a little gloppy. Oh, I'm making it wet. Okay. So you can see, let's get up on this here. Can you see, can they see that, Tom, the water reactive?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to dry this. I'm going to dry it because this is not, you know, watercolor paper, but it almost looks raised. It looks really kind of, it probably is a little raised, but it's got a really cool look about it. Just rained on. Okay. So I just heated it with my heat tool to dry it. I don't know if it's 100% dry, but it's dry enough that we can take all of these Post-it notes off, and then we can take our masking magic off. Let's see what, isn't that cool? It's so fun. Jan, there is not a new kit this month. We are reissuing the last kit. So the next new kit will be in June. Yeah, we just didn't have the manpower to do 2 kits at the same time. So we're going to reissue as promised, and then we will have a new kit in June. Okay, so I'm going to peel this off gently. Get that nice edge. And so make sure you spritz your water before you take the masking magic off, because then if it's going to bleed, it won't bleed too badly. Because it could bleed because it's water reactive. So I'm going to dry it a little bit more. Yeah, I know it's confusing because we've never reissued a kit, Jan. So not everybody, some of our longtime customers are like, wait, what? Because we never do that. Okay. All right. So now that's my phone. Somebody from Chicago is calling me to tell me that my car. What do they always call you about, Tom? Somebody tell me what they're calling me about. That my car warranty is wearing out?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So there we go. Now, we're going to do a little stamping on this. Okay. And it's okay if we go outside the lines. I'm going to just use this leaf pattern. Actually, I could use this again. This would be really pretty on here, wouldn't it? To come in here like this and then come out on the other side. That would be very pretty. But let's do something a little different. I'm going to stamp this little fern type of leaf all over it. And I'm going to do hand stamping, which is very scary. It's scary for me. Okay. Warranty. Yes, my warranty is expiring. Thank you. Actually might mount this ahead of time just to flatten it out a little bit. So we'll get this mounted on here. Ooh, it's a little wet on the back. So if it's wet, just kind of go around the water spots. Now, if you obviously you're not doing this during a live, so you're not trying to get it done. I stuck that tape to me. You're not trying to get it done in an hour. So you might want to let these just sit overnight, why not? Okay. There we go. Okay, that helps to flatten it out just a little bit. Don't do it. I'm really debating whether I want to use the big one or not, but let's just be brave. We're going to make our own little pattern paper here. Okay. Might not be real solid because the paper might be a little damp, but that's okay. I used that black ink pad and I have not re-inked it, and I used it for that reverse stencil technique. So just give it a second to transfer. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay. I'm going to use my ink cube because my pad needs re-inking. Okay, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go a little outside just for effect. I think it's dry enough, but I love the water spots on there. Aren't they fun? We'll do, ooh, that's not inked enough. We'll do one here. I know, I still haven't re-inked the pad, and you don't know how much I've been using it too, and struggling, but you know me, just keep struggling. Better than horrible. So when I do, could I nail it again, you think? I'm going to try. Oh my gosh, here we go. No, you know what I'm going to do? I think I am going to use a blending stump for that. So if you miss a little spot like that, you can use, this is like the night of techniques. Just ink up a little bit of the blending stump. This is a paper blending stump, and you can just kind of color it in where you need to. I tried to color it in with the ink pad instead of using maybe a Copic or something, because I'm telling you, you guys know this to be true. Have you ever purchased a pair of black pants and a black shirt and you thought, oh, I'm going to wear these together, and the blacks don't match? The colors are just different. It's like that with this stuff too. Sometimes you just, the black just doesn't match and it looks obvious, and that'll just dry up and you won't even see it. I know it would have been cool if I had fish stamps. I need some fish stamps. My team has been telling me that they want fish stamps. They actually did a drawing of what they want it to look like. And let me tell you, you don't want that set. Oh, they were cracking me up. They were all laughing. They were dying laughing. Okay, I'm going to do one here. There's another one. Let's fix it. Yeah, the paper stump, it helps a lot. Just got to be careful that you don't get your fingers all inky too when you're, and it might not look perfect, but again, it's better than horrible. No, it actually fills it in just enough, so that you don't see like a whole bunch of white there. There we go. Okay. This is kind of fun, huh? Pretty little design. I love these kind of just graphic, simple designs like this. And then we'll do one more. We'll just come in right here. There we go. Okay, so that's my little design. I'm not going to go too much further because I could have gone into the corners, but I should have left the masking magic on. So if you like more filled out looking designs, leave the masking magic on and then stamp it every single place that you can, and then pull the masking magic off. All right, so let's pick a nice color for the top. So apple mint might be a good color, even though there's no apple mint in here at all. That could be a very, very pretty card-based color. So I think I'm going to use that. It's really funny how when you start mixing colors, I didn't use any apple mint on here, but places where that green and blue touched, apple mint is not a very yellow green. It has a little hint of blue in it. So those colors change. So this one, we're going to cut to 4 1/4 inches. And I'll get my... So remember, this bundle, and really, guys, no pressure to buy. I don't want you to ever feel pressured to buy. The reason why I'm telling you is because I know that some of you are on a limited budget and you are trying to build up your collection. So a $20 stamp and die bundle for you might be something that is a great thing. You really want it. For others who are waiting for the new release, don't worry about it. I mean, you might, or if you already have it, of course. But I just want to let you know that it's out there. Okay, so I'm going to mount this together. I love this card too. It's really fun. Okay. And we can fix anything with a blending stump and an ink cube, right? So we feel less nervous. Okay. So I'm going to just place that there gently because I was thinking I found these. I cut these out for another project and I don't remember what I was going to do. But this is the word enjoy. So I think this has a shadow die to it too. I'm going to see if I can find the shadow die for it. Enjoy and shadow, where are you? All right, it might be with the stamp set. So let me find the stamp set here. Okay, it is. So it coordinates with this enjoyable greetings. So here's the shadow for it. So I think I'm going to cut a shadow because I used black. Now I could put a piece of vellum and that would make it pop out more, or I could cut it in white and that might work as well. So since I'm going to cut this shadow out in white, I'm going to cut another Enjoy in white, and we can decide together whether we like it in white or we like it in black with the shadow. And then I thought I could cut a strip sentiment out of the birthday babble. I thought it might be fun to say, it's your day, enjoy. And that would be fun. And that could be used for a lot of things. So I'm not committed to a birthday card then. It could be a retirement card. It could be a graduation. It could be a lot of things. And we have all those things coming up. So it's a more generic card that works really nicely with a couple different occasions. Okay, so I have a piece of white cardstock here. I'm going to put both of these face up, blade side up, and I'm going to cut them out by laying the cardstock on top. So if you're new to my channel, you might have seen that, you might be seeing this for the first time. I really like to cut word dies and intricate dies word side up. So, or blade side up, word side up. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Blade side up. So let's just take a look at this. And I do have the dot somewhere. Yep, I have the dot. I saved the dots. Okay, so that's such a fun little greeting, isn't it? It's just so fun. Okay, we'll just lay that on there. So that's fun. We can read it a little better. But let's see what the white looks like. I gotta find my craft pick. I had it. Here it is. Okay. And I really feel like this is kind of a whimsical card, so I might not even worry about dotting the I with the dot. I might dot it with a heart. See, I feel like I can see that better. And it might even be better if I did like 3 of them and layer them together. So let's do that. We'll cut a couple of them. We'll layer them together. Welcome. It's great to see all you guys. And thank you all so much. I know some of you out there suggest giving me a thumbs up. And although I hate to ask for that, I'm going to ask for that because that really does help my channel get seen. And there might be new card makers out there that haven't seen me before. So my channel gets recommended, the more thumbs up and things like, the more interaction, I guess. That's what YouTube calls it, interaction. So if you interact, then they recommend my channel. So thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for being here. Gosh, we love spending time with you. Okay. All right, so there's a second one. Let's cut one more quick one, and then we'll layer them together, and I'll show you how I do that as well, especially on these skinny designs. And my nails being done. Holy cow, I don't even know if I can do it. I feel like I can, but maybe Tom, maybe you can come over and do it.
Mm-hmm.
You like the black with the white shadow, Brooke? Yeah, I mean, both are really nice. And definitely, what are we paying for a gallon of gas here? Last I saw was, what was it, Tom? Like, I don't know. 3
Gasoline's over 4.
4 something? Yeah, 4 something a gallon. What are you guys paying for it? Gas is crazy. I always hated paying for gas. And I know you need to, but it's like not something fun. All right, and let's cut this out while we're here. We'll cut out the It's Your Day. I'm going to use the sentiment strips dies for this. And we'll cut out the It's Your Day using the little sentiment strip die. That's the perfect size, too. I just grabbed the right one. $4.99 in Northern California, and that's a bargain. Woo! Well, you know, this is all the more reason to stay home and stamp. I think. I know we have to go out sometimes, but you know, when you can order stuff online, you don't have to go out. Why bother? Although I do like biking. I have to say, I like biking. So occasionally Tom and I'll go to the grocery store on our bikes. Okay, so there I have that cut out. It's your day. So we're going to use that on here. And then we'll just assemble this card. I know it fluctuates every day. It's different. I don't even understand how economics works. I like staying in my crafty bubble and not thinking about it. Just playing with my stamps. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, I do have the little white dot if we need it, but let's layer these together and then it'll be nice and chunky. So let me grab a piece of cardstock here to help with the visual. Okay. Ooh, I love the water droplets on there. It's so fun. Yeah, no gas on a bike. Exactly. You don't need gas on a bike. Where is my Connect glue on this desk? Oh my goodness. Give me a second. I'll find it. Okay. Yep, here it is. Here she is. Okay. So I put my Connect glue in these little fine tip bottles. And these little bottles are awesome because they can deliver the tiniest little dot. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to just do tiny little dots right around this skinny little greeting. And the reason why I'm layering 3 of them together is because it creates a lot of dimension on your card. Now, you don't have to do this. It's not going to change the color or anything like that. But I think when it's up a little higher, it just looks a little bit more like an embellishment. So when I put these together, I start from one end and slowly work my way over. So once you get, don't worry too much. Oh, my nails, come on. So I'm going to get these E's together. And then everything starts to line up once you get one together, one area together. You just kind of like press on it a little bit and fiddle with it a little bit until everything looks even. Okay, so that's the first one. Now we're going to do the same thing. Well, I cut blade side up. Somebody just asked, why do you cut blade side up? I cut blade side up because for some reason, when I cut blade side up and I put my die off to the right or the left of my plate, I get a better cut through on more intricate dies. Doesn't matter what brand of die, it always works for me. So that's why I cut blade side up. Now, I don't always do that when I'm cutting out stamped images. Obviously, it's hard to do that because you can't really see. But for things like words and, cover plates and things like that have lots of intricate detail, blade side up really, really works. And I've had people say, I've never been able to cut this die, and once I tried it blade side up, I was able to cut it. So give it a try and see if you like it. If it doesn't make that much of a difference for you, at least, you tried. It didn't cost anything to try it. Okay. So I'm getting these all together here. There we go. See, and that's nice and thick. And you can make it even thicker if you want. You can cut tons of them out and really build them up if you want it thicker. But I think it just makes the greeting pop a little bit more. And then it looks a little bit better than when you're using an embellishment. So I've got some of our little hearts here. So if you want to put a white heart, you get these little black and white hearts. If you wanted to put a white heart on there, these embellishments are a little bit more three-dimensional. Every time I see my nails, I think it's a white heart because the tips are so white. Okay, so let's get this Enjoy right on the card. And then again, if you're looking for that bundle, it is on our website. You go to GinaKDesigns.com. You click on the shop tab, and then over on the side, if you're on a PC or a Mac, over on the side, you will see a sidebar, and you look for Deal of the Week. And we'll leave that in for a couple days unless it sells out. Okay, so we'll put the Enjoy down here. Okay. And we'll dot the I, or the J. I keep saying I, but it's not an I. It's a J. I do have tweezers. Where are they? I have them. Where'd I put them? Let me find them. I know it helps, but I don't know where I put them. So that doesn't help at all, does it? I lost them, but I have them. I'll find them. I do have tweezers, and that does really make a difference. So I'm going to put a little dot up here on the J. Well, that's setting for just a second. Let me turn around and see if I dropped them into one of these drawers. Nope. I bet it's like stuck in a jar. Oh, here. I got them. Good suggestion. Yes, I have my tweezers here. So these are EK tools. So this is by EK Success. And I can just place that little heart right there. And press down on it. And then pick it back up. I should probably practice with this before I commit. Okay. So there you can see the little heart over the J. And then I'm going to use some foam squares to pop this up to give that a little bit of dimension. So this is super fun and easy card to make. The little bit of water reactive part just makes it fun, something different. And those simple silhouette designs, these leaves, they're so fun. You could do it with the clovers too, especially for graduations and stuff. It's a great one for graduations. Best of luck, right? You're wishing somebody lots of luck in their career. Great for retirement. Best of luck. I like that. And then there's flowers in here. There's the little roses and the little leaves that are all silhouettes as well. And that the big greetings. So it's a good set. Okay. So I'm going to put it over here off to this side. I feel like I like it over here a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so that card is done. It's your day. Enjoy. And then we have the Your Sensational card, all using the Luck and Love kit. So that was fun. I really enjoyed that, Tom. You like these cards?
They are stunning.
Okay, so we're going to give away 3 because we're going to give away this one. We'll call this the Wildflower card, and then we'll call this the Branch card. So I know it's going to be confusing. So if you're the winner, please say that you won either the Wildflower version or the Branch version. Okay, and that will help me a lot. All right, so let's start with this one here. We'll start with the Wildflower looking card. So, and if you're new here to my live, the way you get entered is just by making a comment. So Tom just randomly chooses from all the comments. So we're going to give this card away first. Who gets this card? Look at my nails have glue all over them. My goodness, what a mess. I'm not good with nails. Okay. Who gets it, Tom?
All right. Drum roll. All right, the winner of the Wildflower is Gloria Cossaboon.
Gloria, congratulations.
Yeah.
You're going to get this one, handmade with love. All right. Now, let's give away the branch style card. Can you write down Wildflower or Branch, too, when you write their names down for customer service?
Okay.
Okay.
The branch card goes to Phyllis Whitaker. Phyllis Whitaker.
Yay, Phyllis, congratulations. This will be coming to you. All right. And then the final card for the night is the Water Reactive card, the Enjoy card.
The Water React. Okay. And that goes to Lynn Price. Lynn
Yay,
Price.
Lynn, congratulations. Yay. All right. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you got some new tips and tricks from the Water Reactive stuff and just, just some fun little tips and tricks that we shared tonight. I know some of you have been with me a long time, and you've been stamping a long time, so there's not much new under the sun, but there's always a little tip or trick in there that maybe you might have forgotten about. So, well, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Tom and I will be back on Thursday for another Crafternoon Stamp and Chat. We hope you will try to join us for that Thursday at noon Central Time, and then I'll be back over the weekend with another 5-minute card video. Until then, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you all so very much, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.